Hello and welcome to Beyond Reality, the podcast where we dive deep into the transformative world of virtual reality and artificial intelligence, especially as they intersect with neuro rehabilitation and beyond. I'm Brianna Hodge, your host today, and I'm thrilled to be here with my incredible co-host, Lyra Thorne. As Halloween approaches, we're exploring a unique topic, how virtual reality can serve as a safe and immersive alternative to traditional trick-or-treating and holiday gatherings, particularly for individuals with low immune systems or disabilities. Lyra, it's often easy to overlook how holiday traditions we take for granted can pose significant challenges for some people. I feel like today's topic really brings to light the way VR can make special moments truly accessible and enjoyable for all.
Thank you, Bri. I couldn't agree more. Today's discussion is close to my heart because, as you mentioned, many people have limited or even no access to these traditions due to health or mobility issues. Holidays like Halloween are a chance to create joyful memories, and VR has such potential to ensure those moments aren't missed, no matter the circumstances. It's exciting to see how technology is reimagining traditions and making them possible for everyone to enjoy safely and comfortably. And when we're talking about children especially, or anyone who feels that sense of isolation due to health concerns, being able to bring some magic into their lives is really powerful.
The idea that families don't have to choose between safety and celebration feels revolutionary to me. Virtual reality has opened this incredible new door. Imagine families who may have missed out on trick-or-treating in the past now having the ability to experience it in a safe, exciting way. And it's not only about replicating the experience, but even enhancing it. Kids can immerse in a Halloween adventure from their own home, with spooky or fun elements tailored to the comfort level. For those who might not be as familiar with how VR can be an alternative to trick-or-treating, Lyra, can you explain the main benefits of using virtual reality for this? What makes it such an appealing option for families with specific health concerns?
That is such an important question, Bri. For individuals who are immune compromised, think of children undergoing treatments like chemotherapy, individuals with autoimmune disorders, or anyone who has to be especially careful about exposure. VR can feel like a lifesaver. Instead of worrying about germ exposure or the physical demands of moving from house to house, VR lets people participate in Halloween right from home, without missing out on the sense of adventure and discovery. In a VR Halloween setup, users can explore decorated neighborhoods or go trick-or-treating in imaginative virtual worlds. It's not a passive experience either. They can actively interact with elements in a way that feels as close to the real thing as possible. And because it's virtual, there's no limit to creativity. You can have friendly ghosts, magical creatures, or even an option to receive digital treats, which adds that element of surprise and excitement.
It's like VR allows these families to experience all the magic of Halloween in a way that's safe and tailored to their needs. So many families probably have had to create their own smaller celebrations at home, trying their best to bring some fun into an isolated experience. And that must feel like a huge burden lifted to know there's now an option to have a fully immersive Halloween without the worry. I imagine this can be incredibly reassuring for parents too, knowing they're offering something that keeps their child safe but also gives them the same joy and thrill. And even beyond physical limitations, VR Halloween could be a huge relief for families facing any kind of health challenge. There's so much comfort in the fact that you're not missing out on memories. Could you walk us through what a typical VR Halloween experience might actually look like?
Of course. These VR Halloween setups are designed to be as captivating and interactive as possible. Picture a virtual neighborhood where each house is decorated differently, featuring things like jack-o'-lanterns, glowing ghosts, or candy corn pathways. You can approach a virtual door, knock, and receive a digital treat or other fun rewards. Some experiences even add in mini-games or challenges to keep the user engaged. For instance, you might need to solve a puzzle to earn your treat or complete a short scavenger hunt. All of this is designed to bring the spirit of Halloween to life while being adaptable to the individual's preferences and comfort levels. There's even an option for families to adjust settings for accessibility, like movement speed, so if someone's using a wheelchair in real life or needs a slower paced environment, they can still fully participate. This is especially significant because it's no longer about adapting to a limiting environment. It's about shaping the experience to suit them.
I love that this experience can be tailored in ways that make Halloween not only accessible but truly special for each person. VR isn't just filling in for the real thing, it's offering a version of Halloween that's uniquely customized to individual needs, ensuring they're fully immersed and engaged. And I think it makes such a difference to know that someone who might have had a more restricted experience now has a full personalized holiday celebration. But, A huge part of Halloween is that shared feeling of community, being out there with friends, running house to house, enjoying the excitement together. How does VR approach that element of social connection and community bonding?
Yes, so social connection is at the heart of every holiday experience, and this is where VR's multi-user features really shine. In many VR setups, families and friends can join in the same virtual world from their own devices. So even if one person is in one home and another across town, they can still explore the virtual Halloween environment together. Imagine a child with mobility issues or a weakened immune system joining their friends in this virtual trick-or-treat adventure, where they're laughing, sharing treats, and creating memories just as they would in person. It's like they're part of the community in every way that counts. And it's not just about seeing each other's avatars, it's the shared experience that matters. They're discovering surprises together, navigating the VR landscape, and maybe even helping each other with the challenges along the way. Studies, including those published in Frontiers in Psychology, emphasize how these shared VR interactions actually mimic the emotional and psychological effects of face-to-face gatherings. So it's truly a bonding experience, one that leaves people feeling connected even when they're not physically side by side.
That's such a heartwarming thought. I imagine that for kids who may have felt left out in previous years, they now have a chance to make memories just like everyone else. VR is really bringing people closer even when they can't be physically present. And it's amazing that VR can go beyond just being an accommodation. It's recreating the joys of Halloween in ways that are both thrilling and accessible. And for families who may not have been able to see their child light up in this way due to health concerns, VR can make all the difference. I think it's incredible how VR creates that feeling of normalcy, allowing kids to feel part of something bigger. It really flips the script from exclusion to inclusion. And I've read that research shows VR experiences can even impact children's mood and sense of belonging. Have you come across any cases or studies where VR brought holiday joy to families with health challenges?
Yes, Bree. And these real-life examples truly highlight VR's ability to create positive, lasting memories. There's a study published in Computers in Human Behavior that explored the effects of VR on children with compromised immune systems during Halloween. Researchers found that children who participated in VR trick-or-treating reported higher levels of happiness and satisfaction than those with no access to similar experiences. Parents also shared how relieved they felt seeing their kids enjoy Halloween without worrying about exposure to germs or other health risks. And another example, published in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health, examined children in pediatric oncology wards who were able to celebrate holidays using VR. The joy of experiencing Halloween, Christmas, or even birthday celebrations in a safe, immersive way boosted their spirits and gave them a sense of normalcy during long hospital stays. This kind of experience is invaluable, not just for the children, but for their families, who get to see their child smile, laugh, and feel part of a special moment, even in the midst of health challenges.
It's one thing to talk about VR as a possibility, but hearing these stories where real children and their families were able to find comfort and joy is incredibly powerful. It must be an enormous comfort for parents who don't have to feel like they're making compromises for their child's happiness and well-being. These families get to see their children light up in ways they might not have thought possible in their situation. It's like VR has become a bridge to experiences they thought were out of reach. And I love that VR goes beyond safe. It actually enhances experiences and transforms them into something truly special. The fact that children can explore virtual neighborhoods, interact with friends, and even enjoy the excitement of receiving treats can create a sense of normalcy and connection that is so essential for their emotional well-being. It's evident that the impact of VR goes far beyond entertainment. It's about building community and fostering those precious moments that define our experiences. I know you have a lot of experience in the VR field. How do you see the future of VR evolving to make holiday experiences even more inclusive and engaging for families facing health challenges?
As we continue to advance in technology, I believe we'll see even more innovative approaches to creating inclusive holiday experiences. One area I'm particularly excited about is the integration of AI and adaptive technologies within VR environments. Imagine a system that can learn from a user's preferences, adapting in real time to their comfort levels and interests. This could mean altering the intensity of experiences, or even creating personalized narratives that resonate with their emotional state or physical needs. Additionally, as more companies recognize the importance of accessibility, we might see more partnerships between tech developers and healthcare professionals to design experiences that meet the specific needs of different communities. Think of co-developing programs that cater specifically to children with disabilities or those in recovery, ensuring that everyone has a seat at the virtual table. Another exciting possibility is the incorporation of augmented reality alongside VR. This could allow individuals to enhance their physical surroundings with virtual elements. For example, a family at home could set up their living room with AR decorations that come to life during their VR experience. It could blend the best of both worlds and create a seamless experience between the physical and virtual realms.
That would be incredible. I can truly see how such advancements would create even more immersive and accessible holiday experiences. And you mentioned that real-time adaptability. That could be game-changing, especially for families who might face varying degrees of comfort with VR. The ability to personalize each experience would empower users to create the perfect Halloween or any other holiday, making them feel both included and valued. Also, the combination of AR and VR sounds like a fun and engaging way to bring holiday spirit into everyday life. I can just picture families setting up their living rooms for Halloween, then stepping into a VR world that expands on those decorations. It's a creative way to ensure that everyone, regardless of their health situation, gets to celebrate in a manner that feels both personal and shared. As we wrap up today's discussion, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the most important takeaway for families considering VR as an alternative for holiday celebrations. What should they keep in mind as they explore this new option?
Absolutely. My key takeaway for families is to remember that VR is not just a tool. It's a gateway to joy, connection, and unforgettable memories. It's crucial to approach this technology with an open heart and mind, recognizing its potential to create inclusive experiences that can bring joy and connection, especially during times when traditional activities may feel out of reach. Families should also feel empowered to explore the different VR experiences available and find ones that resonate with their unique needs and preferences. Don't hesitate to reach out to providers for insights on how their technology can be tailored to enhance your celebration. And remember, it's okay to start small. Even a brief VR session can make a world of difference, igniting excitement and creating lasting memories. Lastly, it's important for families to keep communication open about their experiences. Sharing feelings, excitement, or even apprehensions can help everyone engage in the experience fully and encourage a sense of togetherness. At the end of the day, the goal is to create moments of joy, laughter, and connection, and I genuinely believe that VR can help facilitate those in remarkable ways.
Beautifully said, Lyra. I think this sense of empowerment is key. Families can explore what works best for them, leaning into the technology to create their own unique experiences. And as you mentioned, the heart of it all is about creating joy, connection, and those cherished moments that we hold on to throughout our lives. I hope our listeners feel inspired to consider VR as an option for making holidays more inclusive and magical. Thank you so much for sharing your insights today, Lyra. I'm always thrilled to dive into these topics with you, and I believe our conversation today could really touch the hearts of many families looking for new ways to celebrate. Before we sign off, I just want to wish everyone a very happy Halloween. Whether you're celebrating in VR or out in the real world, we hope it's filled with joy, connection, and maybe a little spookiness too. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. We're incredibly grateful to have each of you with us on this journey into the possibilities of VR and how it can make the world a little more inclusive. Take care, stay safe, and from all of us at Beyond Reality, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everyone. Stay safe, stay connected, and we'll see you next time on Beyond Reality.